Well, here in Lesson 8, we get to meet participles. And you may be thinking, well, what in the world is a participle? Well, let's back up a little. All right, Lesson 7, adjectives, right? A great man. The word great is an adjective, okay? A working man, the word working, well, it's acting like an adjective, right? It's actually a participle. Present participles, I'll get to it in a second. Participle, it basically boils down to a participle is a verbal adjective, okay? So let's take a look at this. Participle is a verbal adjective, right? It's a verb form that functions like an adjective, okay? In English, the present participles are formed by adding ing. So running, walking, eating, sleeping, undulating. Had to throw in one weird one, all right? Past participles in English now have various forms, the same words, right? Run, walked, eaten, slept, undulated. Mainly think present participle here, okay? But present participles, running, walking, think about it. They can function in different ways, right? You could say running is my favorite sport, in which case it's acting as a noun. And when a present participle acts as a noun, we call it a gerund. Oh, gerund. Okay, but you could also say like he is running, in which case it's just part of the verb. Or you could say, oh well, The Running Man, right? That wonderful movie, Schwarzenegger movie, right, from like the 80s. Weird, but there it's acting as an adjective. So they can function in the same ways that the adjectives can. So they can be substantive, right? Participles can be substantive. They can act as function as a noun. They can be attributive. They can modify nouns, and they can also be predicative. They can form a clause. Okay. Now, the nice thing is that the rules are very similar. Now, just to show you some English participles, examples, so Sleeping Beauty, right? Chief Sitting Bull, a stimulating lecture. I've heard they exist. But they can also be, right, verb, like the lecture was stimulating. It's also a participle. Or the Queen was intimidating, right? These are all examples of participles in English. So let's look at what they look like in Hebrew.